Good morning. Hi, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Holly Carter, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Today is going to be how to get ready with me makeup tutorial for over 50. So please hit the subscribe button and share with your friends and hit the bell so you never miss a video. I usually drop them on Thursdays, which is today. So I'm excited because today I'm going to use a new palette. I haven't tried it yet. It's got these great colors for our 60th anniversary. And if you're thinking, oh my God, I couldn't wear those colors, I urge you to definitely play around with some color, have some fun. It's all about how you use it. So let's get started. So I haven't put on the rest of my skincare yet. My face is clean. I'm gonna take my Advanced Lifting Serum and I'm going to put it all in this sort of triangle area. This is going to help me with what I call turkey neck. It helps lift and firm, and obviously, you know, I'm starting to get lines here and sagging, and so it helps with that. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to use my eye cream next. And this is great because the metal tip helps reduce swelling. It also helps massage the eye cream in. And this eye cream helps get rid of dark circles and puffiness and hydrates. And then I'm just gonna pat it in with my ring fingers because it's very gentle skin and I don't wanna mess it up or pull on it. Okay, now I'm going to take my moisturizer, which also has sunscreen in it, SPF 30. And I'm going to put that all over. And the nice thing about this moisturizer is, even though it's got sunscreen in it, it doesn't leave you white after you put it on. And I'm going to put on my neck. And then sometimes I just take the excess and rub it on the back of my hands because it's got sunscreen in it. Okay. Now I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I'm going to use my primer. This just helps my makeup stay on and sort of fills in any wrinkles or lines that I've got. And it doesn't take much, just a little bit. It's really good to put moisturizer on before you put on your foundation because then it won't soak into your skin. And when you add the primer, this one has a little bit of sunscreen in it, so it just adds extra protection and helps keep your foundation from soaking into your skin. So I have a liquid foundation, and I usually just put a dollop on the back of my hand, and I grab my foundation brush, looks like this, and you want to blend it really well. I know I did a video about foundation and I talked about going down, but it's actually better to go in circles. It really blends it better. And that's the same whether you're using blush or eyeshadow or anything. You should blend it in circles. You'll get a much smoother consistency. Okay. Now this foundation doesn't have sunscreen in it, but I've already put it on with my moisturizer, so I should be good to go. And I have to look in my magnifying mirror because I can't see anymore and make sure that it's blended in well. Okay, now I'm not gonna put on concealer yet. I'm gonna do that later because I'm gonna do my eyes first. That way, whatever falls here, I can clean it up with the concealer. I am going to put my contour on though. This is a contour stick. You can use a powder, you can use brown eyeshadow, whatever you want. Just make sure it kind of, you don't want to use one that's way too dark for your skin tone. So I'm going to put it here under my cheekbones. I'm going to put a little bit down my nose. I'll put a little bit up here. And I'll put a little bit along my jawline just to define it a little more. Then I'm going to take my foundation brush again and I'm going to blend that in. And the good thing about the foundation brush, since I just put foundation on it, it's probably still got a little bit of it left in there. That way it's going to blend it in really well and it's not going to be like a big brown mark on my face. Just blend it in really well. I'm going to grab my glasses just so I can check and see how it's going. And I'm just stippling it. Okay. Just adds a little warmth to your face. And it can kind of just highlight your cheekbones. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the eyes. So today I'm gonna start with this fantastic palette and I'm going to grab my all over, actually I take it back. I'm gonna put some concealer on my eyes first. That's gonna be my primer. And I have a cream brush that's a very flat brush. It's a little pointed up at the top. And I'm going to use that to blend it in. It's going to just sort of brighten my eyelid a little bit and act as a good primer for my eyeshadow. Although the eyeshadow that I'm going to use is, it's crease proof. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna grab my palette and my all over shadow brush, this one. And I'm actually gonna be changing, I've got dark green on, but I'm gonna put on a dark purple dress to go somewhere. So I think I'm going to start with this shimmer color, and it's just going to be my highlight just under my brow bone. You don't need a lot. Just adds a little bit of brightness, and this is a little shimmery. Okay. And then I'm going to take the purple one, and I'm going to use that all over my lid up into the crease. Now I have hooded eyes, so I'm going to have to bring it up higher, up onto the brow bone so you can actually see that I have eyeshadow on. And the best way to do this is to keep your eyes open when you put it on, because then you can see where it's going and if it's high enough. And I know you might think, oh, that's too high, but it will really make a difference if you bring it up. I really like these colors, they're pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna take this darkest shade and I'm gonna put it in the corner and see what that looks like. And I'm gonna just do little circles. I could have just stopped with the purple and the highlight color, but I just wanted to try. see what these look like. And it just sort of, because I've got the purple under there, I think it just makes it a little more magenta color. It's not quite as like bright pink as you think. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit more purple and go over the top of that. And that sort of makes it darker without, and you can, it's not quite as pink. Okay. Then I'm gonna go back with, I'm gonna take my smudger brush and I'm gonna get the lightest shade and I'm just gonna do the inner corner. Add a little brightness to the inner corner. And you know, all these colors are really hot for fall. There. Okay. Now, I haven't done my brows yet, so I'm gonna grab my brow pencil. And I don't know about you, but as I get older, my brows are, I have brows that are sort of growing in strange and not the direction that they're supposed to. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try a clear brow gel. Well, I got it, but the hairs are so stiff and everything that it just didn't work. So what I did was I took a nail clipper and I just clipped the ends of the brows that are growing weird so that I can kind of push them back into my brow, so I'm not plucking them out. There's still hair there. They're just not, they're curling down and it's kind of frustrating. So, but I'm going to use my brow pencil and go and fill in. And I'm also going to use a brow tint because some of my brows now are turning white. And so I use the brow pencil to fill in the spots, and then I take the tint to change the colors of the ones that are changing. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to grab my brow tint. And I'm just going to lightly go over. Sometimes you can get a little carried away with this and then it's way too dark. It also will kind of help. Makes it look more voluminous a little bit, but then you can also sort of groom them the right direction and they kind of tend to stay. So it works out good. Okay. So I'm going to grab my black eyeliner, which of course now I don't know where I put it. Let's see. Here we go. So I'm going to take my black waterproof liner and I'm going to line the top. And I'm just going to use dashes. And the great thing about dashes is it gives you a little more control and you can, I usually go back in with a brush and just sort of smooth it out. You know, as I get older, my eyelids are not as smooth as they used to be, so sometimes it's a little choppy looking. And a brush can just smooth it out. I'm trying not to pull my lid, but I'm kind of holding it. Sometimes if I don't, then I end up with my lid shaking or something, and then I really mess it up. And one eye always works better than the other for some reason, but okay, I'm gonna grab my smudger brush again, this one, and I'm going to go over that. just to smooth it out a little bit and make it not so harsh. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of that purple shade under my eyes. And I'm going to go back in with my black liner, and I'm just going to add a little bit and then smudge it. Hopefully you can't hear my husband talking on the phone in the other room. He's kind of loud. Okay, I'm going to smudge it. Okay, there I go. So now I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to go put concealer under here. I'm going to put a little dot there and a little dot like over here. And I have my cream concealer brush that I'm going to use. And I'm not going to take it up under my eye. That way it won't settle in the lines, but I am going to sort of clean this up and just sort of make it go up so that it looks, first of all, it'll make this line a little crisper, and it will give a lifted look. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my blush and my blush brush. This is it. I'm going to use sort of a bright pink. And I'm just sort of stippling it, and you can also go in circles to blend it. You definitely want to keep it away 2 fingers width from your nose and just on your cheekbone above your contour. Okay. That looks good. And then I'm going to put my mascara on. Now, one thing about mascara is you can use different kinds of mascara all at one time. I'm actually just going to use one today, but you can, we have several formulas for mascara. We've got Intensity Mascara, which is what I'm going to use today. We have Fanorama, which fans out your lashes. We've got Waterproof. So you can use all of those if you want. Sometimes I put on whatever mascara I'm going to wear, and then I add Waterproof over the top. And that, depending on what I'm doing, if it's really humid outside or whatever, and I'm worried about, mascara running or something, that will help that. And it just sort of solidifies it so that it doesn't transfer to your face. And so I'm going to use my curler. I have really straight lashes, so they don't stay curled very long. But at least when I curl them and put my mascara on, it's better than I don't tend to get mascara all over my face. And see, this is the big Intensity brush. The mascara brushes make a difference in how it looks. And of course, this eye always works great because I can get the outer corner really easily. But my other eye has lots of issues, so it gets a little frustrating, but that's just the way it goes, I guess. See, and then of course I got it right there. Okay. I'm gonna do the other eye. And I usually do a couple of coats of mascara. Especially if I'm going out to a nighttime event or a fancy event or something, I put on several coats of mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get the outer corner, which is not always easy because the tip of the brush usually has a lot of product on it. I try to get it off, but that's just kind of how it rolls. You know, there's always like one lash that you can't build out. It just, okay, I'm gonna put some more on this eye. Go back in and put a little bit more. And it really makes a difference to wiggle back and forth at the base of your lashes. Don't get too close to your eye because then you'll poke yourself in the eye and then you've got mascara everywhere. But it really will make a difference because it will coat your lashes around and make them look fuller, and that's kind of what we want. And I'll put a little bit on my lower lashes. But that's also the point of eyeliner, is to make you look like you have more lashes. Okay, so we've also got a lip crayon. I haven't tried this one, so I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I think it's called Rose, and it's a pretty light shade. There we go. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to grab my guide on 10 tips to a younger me. It's in the description below, and please share with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And please tell me what you're interested in learning about. I'd love to know. Have a great day.